much. I'll tell you one story. This is my favourite story to tell of an upsetting childhood memory that came back to me recently. It starts very innocently, wholesomely even. I'm 8 years old. I'm at the lagoon in Palmerston North, and I'm fishing with 3 of my friends. It's beautiful. We have a rusty hook and worms from the garden and a packed lunch. It's like Huckleberry Finn. It's beautiful. After about an hour, we haven't caught anything. We're about to give up and go home. And I say, let's not, because we still have this packed lunch. We can use the corners of one of these sandwiches and use that as bait. It'll be fine. It'll be great. So we did that, and we threw that out. Did not catch a fish. What we caught, in retrospect, entirely predictably, was a big, angry duck. We're panicking, we're terrified, because if you're 8, a duck is half the size of you and terrifying, and this one is thrashing for its life, tangled up in the middle of the lagoon. It was terrifying. It was like the childhood equivalent of like 4 guys on a stag do drinking and have hit someone in their car, and he's dying on the side of the road, and they're like, don't call an ambulance, there's a shovel in the boot, this ends now, right? But children, right? We know what sort of needs to happen. No one says anything. We each look around for the vaguely heavy objects nearby. I find a rock, and we all, in slow motion, just put this duck out of its misery like the apes in 2001. It was like the opening section of a Stephen King novel where like something upsetting happens to a bunch of children, and then 30 years later they all get back together like, you hear the ducks too, right? So the duck is dead. Normal children would have left at that point. We were not normal children. We were overthinkers. We think Duck CSI is going to find this duck and put an outline around it, and we're going to go to prison. That's terrifying. What can we do? Can we hide it in a tree? No, they'll find that. Can we weigh it down with stones and sink it in the lagoon? No, they'll dredge the lagoon. Think. So I, as the brains of the operation, come up with this plan. We will take the duck and we will wedge it under the left rear wheel of a parked car. And then hide in the bushes and wait for the owner to return. This was the plan. The owner will come back. He'll get in the car. He won't see the duck. He'll back over it to thunk. Oh no, I've hit something, he'll think. He'll get out. He'll see the duck. Oh no, I've hit a duck. And then it's his duck at that point. It's his problem. He'll know how to deal with it. He's an adult. He'll deal with prison better than we will, right? And it goes flawlessly. The guy comes back, doesn't see the duck, gets in the car, backs over it to thunk, gets out. The look on his face, I remember to this day, of just, what the fuck is this? And this was a huge moment for me, because I distinctly remember thinking that as an adult, there was just a point where, like, you know how to do stuff. Like, lightning hits you at some point, and you go like, oh, now I know how to, like, book airline tickets, and I know how to do my taxes, and I know how to deal with situations like this. And this was the first time I realized maybe that doesn't happen for everyone, as I saw this fully grown man look around, kind of panicked, and then pick up the duck and wedge it under the wheel of another parked car. Slowly back away. I've been Nick Gibb. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you very much. Cheers.